Are you convinced of the fact that you're studying hard enough?
I ain't convinced of the fact that I studying hard enough.
You are?
I ain't convinced.
Sorry, I don't get
I am not convinced.
No.
No.
But then, if you say you're studying hard and you're getting a bad mark, then it doesn't count for you.
Because if you try before and you don't succeed, and you try again and you don't succeed, and you try the third time, sometime you're going to get knocked down.
Kimberly scored 5 point something, and it have 3, Kevin scored a 3, it have 2.1, it got 1.2, and I mean, you could go ahead.
When I look at a class, I'm just looking at the overall class. You have 2 students, basically, that are kind of breaking even. What happened? Why is it such an awful class?
The foundation, the basics, and what you got. Something is wrong somewhere.
And yet, I do understand that our children level of Dutch is very low, but we also know that overnight they can get to the high level.
Dutch is on the table, and you don't get what it says to you. Of course, it's then difficult to stay motivated. I can understand that, but the only solution that I can offer you is try to learn Dutch as good as you can, because there simply is no other way out.
But some parents, and especially in Statia, some of our parents don't speak Dutch home, everybody speak English, so we don't know what we can do to help our children. We don't know.
The first thing that you have to do is get over your barrier that prevents you from learning Dutch. Am I right?
But that's,
you don't want to. You don't.
I English child, yes, we in a Dutch school, we have Dutch passport, and I don't understand Dutch. I get to min 12 and min 15, and then I just feel frustrated as a child trying to learn Dutch. Can't get a good man just because I can't spell.
yeah.
We ain't learning nothing. We gonna get a bad mark, and then we move on to the next subject, and we get a bad mark for that. So then you don't learn that, and you don't learn that, and then the next says you don't want to learn nothing again. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's me, but it can't be me if more than 75% of the class struggling. So that's why I in myself try to bring up the student and say something.
We have to, in the Netherlands, understand that there is a place called Statia with its specificities, and it's good for us to understand it because as professors working at universities, when we meet students coming from the Antilles, we can't just think, oh, I know Willemstad, so I know you. No.
Exactly.
Then we have to say, okay, these students are actually English-speaking students. They are not primarily Papiamento-speaking students.
Yeah.
They are students who have a strong input of American culture, so they're coming out of a different experience.
Right.
Students with a rich heritage. So it's important for us to know that and to include it in the curriculum.
Correct.
Where the exams come from? Holland.
Yeah, Holland. So, look, you get in the exam in Dutch, but you can't even understand Dutch. How you going to do an exam if you can't understand it?
You don't know what the word for, but I didn't mean. And then you're mad. You're all mad. Oh my God. Okay.
You know, the school where I came from in Holland, they had punishment, and they made them come 1 hour before the beginning of school time, you know, so 6:30, and then they would put them to cleaning the yard or whatever.
Yes, I know. You go strafmiddag again and again.
If you come late to school, then you have to go to strafmiddag. But you come late to school almost every day. And like I heard that last strafmiddag there were like almost 100. There were like 50-something children. 50-something children had strafmiddag, so I've heard. So 50-something is a lot, and then it'll continue escalating until the whole school has strafmiddag, and we're wondering. So I don't think it's a good idea. I think there's other ways that can be more helpful. That's my opinion.
But the school time is 5 minutes in front of everyone else's time. Sometimes 7.
Really? Yes.
So when we think we come to school 7:25, it's actually 7:15. It's treating us like a set of little kids in a boot camp.
You can check me. I have not been late once this whole year.
But
I am here at 7:15 every day
understand.
And sometimes
why
including the
twice
weekend.
a month, because you could be late 1 week.
Sometimes including the weekend.
Well, what I did, I visited the education department and I asked them, well, how are station students faring in the Netherlands? How are they being prepared? Because many of them go to the Netherlands or they go to Curacao or Aruba. How are they being prepared? What are the difficulties they face? How are they succeeding? Is there an opportunity for them to come back and contribute to the island? Those types of things. I spoke to ordinary persons I met on the street and asked them, so how are they dealing with the best status? Are they well informed? I understood from many people that they have the sense that they're not well informed. I think that that is very important. If you're going to go through a transition, and all transitions are difficult, then people should be well informed about those transitions. There should be enough interaction and enough talk. People should be able to vent themselves, and they should be able to understand, well, okay, it's a common project, and what can they contribute to it? I think it makes little sense to make people passive and say, it's going to happen to us and we don't know. I think they should be active citizens.